Gymnastics moms, do you wish you could help your gymnast believe in herself a little bit more? If so, you're in luck because this month we are going to be teaching you the unique mindset method process that we use inside of our program to teach gymnasts how to create a new belief, specifically a belief that is really going to help them throughout season. You're in Mindset for Moms, where we help moms develop happy, healthy gymnasts who know how to win. So, this month we are covering how to create a new belief, and we're specifically focusing on beliefs that will fuel your gymnast through season. So, I want to take a quick little second and review um, something that we use inside of our program called the mindset model. And so, in the mindset model, you have a circumstance, so like a gymnastics meet, and then a thought about that circumstance. And that thought generates a feeling in your body. Uh, Physically, it's just helping your body be prepared to take action on that thought. And that feeling then fuels the actions that you take, which gets you results. So, this thought here is at the core of everything. And kind of like undergirding that is going to be your beliefs and then your identity. So I didn't leave enough room, but underneath the beliefs is identity. So, kind of that way that you see yourself as a whole and the things that you think all the time that then kind of spur all your other thoughts. And so, when you want to change those thought patterns, first you want to change a belief that is kind of fueling those thought patterns. So, a lot of gymnasts are sweet little perfectionists, and I think just humans in general for some reason, there's so many of us who have this belief that, like, I'm not good enough. There's something wrong with me. I don't have what it takes. I have to prove myself. Um, or like I'm only good if I prove myself. Um, those kinds of thoughts that have to do with like our worth and our value and our identity. And so those beliefs then fuel lots of thoughts like, if I don't hit, then I'm going to be really angry at myself. I can't make a mistake. I can't ever fall, even though like the best gymnasts in the world fall at meets. Any of those kinds of things. And so, one of the things that we love to do in this month of December is help them identify like one of those core beliefs that if they changed it would actually help them really in everything through the whole season. So, sometimes we start with something a little easier, like I can be in control of my body. I get to be in control of my mind. I can manage my brain. Um, I can handle any feeling that happens. Um, Falling is fine. We're going to go into that more next month. So stick around for that one. But, even below that are some more of those core identity beliefs. Like I'm only worthy if I perform. So like I'm worthy no matter how I perform. I'm worthy no matter what because I'm a human and human beings are worthy and valuable. Um, Gymnastics doesn't define me. It's not my identity. It's not who I am. Uh, I can control I can control my body. A lot of times gymnasts really feel like they're out of control. So what we have them do is we have them identify like a feeling. If you felt this, you would have a really great meet. What would be a feeling that you had felt? And so a lot of them pick like calm. Of course, they want to be confident. We always tell them to be self confident. We're going to talk all about that in the month of January. So come back for that. Um, but there's just a lot of focus on, that feeling of calm, that feeling of self confident, that feeling of engaged, fun, having fun. A lot of them, enjoyment is a big one for a lot of them. They find that when they can go to a meet and just have fun, that they really do well. Um, those focused on their technique instead of on falling. Those kinds of things. So we have them identify a feeling, and then we say, okay, what would you need to believe to feel that? and then take that belief and we're going to work on it all month long. Now, here's what most people try to do. They're like, so I'm going to take a really simple one that gymnasts use all the time, and that's I've got this. They always want to tell themselves, I've got this. I've got this. I've done it before. I can do it again. I've got this. And when they say I've got this and they really believe it, it's very motivating. But most of the time, when they say I've got this, they don't believe it. And so it's not a very helpful belief. And so we want to, if they're going to use that, we want to have them actually believe it. And so most of the time, they'll try to go from like, I don't know if I can do this. I'm not sure that I can hit. I'm not very good at bars. I never compete well on beam. And they'll try to go from a belief like that to a belief that's like, I've got this. And they just try to think positively, and then it doesn't work. And I always like to tell them that's like trying to jump up on the high beam and do back handspring when you've never even learned to do a back walkover on the floor. Like you have to get there in stages. You've got to do the drills and the progressions to get to a new belief. Because a belief is really just a thought that we've thought so often that we don't even notice we're thinking it anymore. And we believe that it is true. And so when we have a thought that we've created or that we've thought a lot of times, it creates a neural pathway in our brain that's very deep etched in. And our brain really likes to use those. So it's like a freeway, it's just fast and easy and well lit. And so instead, we want them to build a new road. And building a new road, you can imagine you've watched construction. Building a new road takes a long time. So if your brain has a choice, does it want to do the easy road it already knows, or does it want to build a new one? Of course, it wants to do the easy road it already knows. And so the process to build a new road takes a little bit of time, and it definitely takes a lot of repetition and work. So throughout the month, I'm going to be teaching you in Mindset for Moms how we do that inside of our program with the gymnasts that we coach, and why we do what we do, step by step along the way. So make sure, come back. But this week, we just start with how to choose a new belief that you're going to spend the rest of the month or longer working on. All right, I'll see you next week.